If you don't have these 5 items, then you're wrong. Okay, so I want to discuss the top 5 items that every Catholic is going to need to survive the U.S. military. I can only speak from the Army perspective. So, first and foremost, you're going to need a Bible. Now, what you want to do is you want to find a good Bible that you don't mind getting destroyed. I shouldn't say destroyed. Worn and torn, right? Because you're going to be moving around. It's going to get a lot of wear on it, right? So you don't want like your most best copy, but you want one that you don't mind getting dirty, okay? The cover's going to get beat up. Like, I have an old one that's got duct tape. It's duct taped together. I've got like a gazillion notes in it. You know, different postcards that I put in there, things like that. So this is a more nice version that I've got, but it's something that, you know, every person needs, you know, well, religious-wise. So definitely have a copy of the Bible. You'll need it. One thing I like to try to do is January 1st, read all the way through the Bible. I think the fastest time I was able to read through it was I started January 2nd or 3rd, and I finished on April 1st. So yeah, do that. Keep a good copy with you. Read it, draw strength from it. It's a really, really good thing to have on hand, especially when you're deployed. It's very good. It's very motivating. The next item that is, in my opinion, really good to have is the Catechism. Having this, you can go and look things up if you have questions about it. You know, it helped me out a lot during one of the mandates. I was able to draw a lot of information from it. If you have questions on, you know, the morality of anything and you want to see what the church's stance is on it, you can look it up in here. It's easy to navigate, and sometimes you can get on a rabbit hole and you can wind up in a totally different topic and learn something new. It's a very good wealth of information in here. Highly recommend picking one of these up off Amazon. This is the 2nd edition. I just kind of call it, like, I know the Army has a little blue book. I call this the big blue book for the Catholic Church. It's pretty cool. It's helped me out, like I said, tremendously. And you know, something as far as fatherhood, that really, fatherhood and parenting, that was really, really interesting to read about. So I would definitely put this in my top 5. Third item that I would recommend is the St. Benedict Crucifix. I would encourage to have this blessed with the proper blessing, with the exercise blessing the priest does, just to keep, you know, bad stuff off. It's really, really good to have, and plus, you know, it's good to set up in a devotional area. I would highly suggest, especially if you are deployed, go and set up an area in your room or whatever small space you have, because I know space is limited on, you know, deployments and things like that. Set up a small area that you devote to, you know, your spirituality, like your reading, everything, where you pray, things like that. Definitely this would help. It helps, you know, when you're praying, look at it, realize the suffering that went into it. Really good to have. Highly recommend. I specifically would encourage you to get the St. Benedict Crucifix. The second item is an image or icon of a favorite saint. This one is St. Michael. I picked it up in Romania. It's funny because I picked this up before I converted to Catholicism, and it's something that definitely, it's just kind of gone everywhere with me, and I kind of didn't really realize it for a long time, but it's a good thing just kind of sit up, and it just keeps you in that mindset, you know. Number 2, definitely recommend. last but not least, and arguably one of the most important things, if not the most important, is to have a good rosary. I picked this up from Rugged Rosaries out of Texas, and this is a exact replica of the standard issue World War I rosaries that were issued to soldiers. So me being a big fan of World War I, it was the perfect thing to pick up, right? So it's got the metal beads, just like, you know, your ID tags, dog tags, whatever you want to call them. This one's got a St. Joseph medallion on it, and then I've got various medallions that I picked up from all over the world, from Częstochowa in Poland, various places in Germany, various places in Poland, here in America, like Father Capon, who was he's not a saint, but he was a chaplain in Korea. His story is amazing. I think I've got Maximilian Kolbe from where I visited his cell in Dachau. So highly I mean, you should definitely have one of these. I call it like my spiritual AR-15. It's just a very good thing to have. It's a source of comfort and meditation. You know, I used it quite a bit while I was in Europe, and really good if you're in the military. You know, you can just sit there and go through the rosary and just kind of not zone out, but you can just meditate, get closer to God, and it'll help you get through some really tough times. So this is the 5 items that I would take with me that I would highly recommend every service member have if they're a Catholic. So yeah, each Sunday I'm going to try to do a religious themed video. I've tried that in the past, haven't really kept up with it, but I'm going to try to do that from here on out. So Sundays are kind of going to be like a devotional day. But yeah, so definitely want to thank the patrons and the channel members. I really appreciate it, guys, for helping out. All your contributions go right back into the channel, and we are going to build this thing up and be like the best military history channel on YouTube. So hit the like button, share and subscribe. Definitely hit the icon button, and I will see y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching.